Day 9. Boy, the days are flying by. So today we're going to make it to Midway, Georgia, we hope. We've got the eclipse, which is not a full eclipse down here, but we fully intend to pull off the road when it gets darker, because people will be distracted by looking perhaps, and we don't like distracted drivers, and driving in the dusk is also not a good idea. Right now we have a headwind. I believe it will turn into a tailwind. I'm hoping. Look, there's the sign for Jekyll Island in front of us, St. Simon's Island. My mom and dad rented there for a couple of winters, and we brought the kids down. Very nice places. We're going over the bridge. To my right is Jekyll Island. As I was saying earlier, my mom and dad cycled a lot there. They wintered at Seabrook Island, but they cycled the whole area quite a bit. Quite avid cyclists. Bridge. It chewed into the battery, the headwind and the climb. So this gives us a good indication of what it's going to be like as we go through New York State with the hills. We've done 11 kilometers so far. I'm showing 66 kilometers of juice in the battery. Going downhill will press that back up again. But I started this morning at 116 on tour. So going down the bridge brought the anticipated mileage back up to 76k on tour mode. Yeah, I'm on tour mode. Ridden just a few more kilometers with what was then a tailwind. I'm back up to 100 kilometers anticipated mileage.
Continue straight.
So my GoPro just went flying. The plastic just sheared right off. I didn't hit anything, I was just riding down the road. So that was kind of a shock. GoPro's okay. We're at about the 30k mark, and I guess you get to see what's on my screens now that I have to hold the GoPro. So it's telling me where my next turn is. And as you can see, we're 30k into the ride. I still have 97k of battery potential. So this seems to continue for another 6 kilometers. And we've got a little bit of a tailwind. I'm happy. We're heading into Darien. We're just passing a lovely little marina. And water all around us. To the right side here is the ocean. Lots of waterways before you get there. So what we're looking at here is the technology I use to navigate and whatnot. So I'm in tour mode. I've got an 80k range left in tour mode if conditions remain the same, and we've done 49k so far. And then if you look at my phone, I turn on from time to time just to make sure that as we go, follow the blue line, which is our route, it turns red. If I go off track, it beeps at me and it talks to me when I need to turn. So that's the route coming up. I've also got that on my watch. So the next turns, my heart rate, and what else goes on there, and how many K I've done. So I can keep an eye on everything. It's kind of handy. And we're at Skipper's Fish Camp for lunch, which is really good because the breakfast table only had cereal and toast this morning. So I am looking forward to some great fish for lunch. Those are shrimping boats that you see out there. And this is just a delightful place. And we've got somewhere to plug the bikes in. We can, they said no problem, so Arthur's down there plugging the bikes in. We can keep an eye on them, and we might make it even further today. We've had a tailwind, so we're not motoring because my knees are sore, but we're having a great day. Just a fabulous lunch today at Skipper's Fish Camp. We stopped for an hour and a half, which is longer than we normally do. So the batteries have had a chance to completely recharge. And we're back on the road again. We've got another 60K to do this afternoon. We've done 50K this morning. It's a 110K day. Thank goodness there's a tailwind and it's making it easy. And I will go into sports mode towards the end of the day as I get more tired. And sports mode makes it just so much easier. Whoops. So after the lunch charge, oh no, we don't want to do it in the 118. So I'll be able to go into sports. Yay! Town of Darien, where we stopped for lunch. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, the Spanish moss on the trees is really quite something. I believe it lives well with the trees. It doesn't kill them. And yeah, you're gonna have a bumpy ride with me now because you're not attached to my bike anymore. We'll have to figure that one. Well, we're into about 15K on this road, and it's just lovely. It just keeps going like this. For a little while, as we left Darien, there was a sidewalk that we could ride on, but the road was so quiet. For the most part, we opted for the road, and we are getting historic plaques on some of the houses, but the houses are so far tucked in that you can't see them, so I haven't been able to film anything for you, but I'll keep trying. Oh, we have an old chimney there, so there was once a house there. Coast Greenway. It's taken us off Highway 17, which would have taken us straight to Midway. In, I think the last sign I saw was about 15 miles. But it's taken us off and down these country roads. Some of them we've just spent 8 kilometers, I think, or so going south. So you know you're going out of the way. And but there's logging trucks on 17, and so this is the way they've decided is the safe way to go. So we're following it. We're at the 85K mark in the ride. And full of bugs here. We're at the 85K mark, and we should be in Midway at about the 110. All the houses you can't always see, but it just goes for miles out into the marshes. Yeah, Pine Harbor Marina, you wouldn't know that you were somewhere that a boat could go in. And those marshes just go on for miles. Where the Crawdads Sing reminds me of that book.